Yo, what's up guys, it's Jack and welcome back to another video. And in this one I'm going to be talking about three things. I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of an update. I'll be talking about the fact that I'm going to be going into detail on the fact that I'm still learning from the MarkOfJ, and I'm going to go in detail on that a little bit. And I'm also going to be talking about my thoughts on Modern Warfare 2 Remastered that supposedly got announced and somewhat confirmed or whatnot through a leak, but I'm going to leave the personal stuff at the end of the video, and I'm going to be talking about everything else at first because I'm sure that's what you guys want to see. Now, without further ado, let's get into this. And if my commentary is a little off, it's been a while. But anyway, let's talk about this. Now, first and foremost, a couple of days ago, the MarkOfJ started streaming on Facebook after years of not streaming, and he was playing Black Ops 3. And long story short, I decided to just make it my mission because I had some time to watch over his stream or whatnot and to just look at the gameplay and just study the man, because from a perspective of a content creator as well as a Call of Duty player, he is probably among the community, he's probably the most respected, and for reasons beyond his Call of Duty skill. It's also because of the fact that he just does his thing and then that's it. There's no drama, no BS, you know. Which is a hell of a lot more than what I can say for most of the people that create content in the Call of Duty community, as well as people that play COD. But yeah, but I was studying the man's gameplay, and you know, even after years of playing Call of Duty and improving, I still find myself learning. And I've made a decision to also apply what I've learned, because there's certain things that I said that I would not do, and I am still not doing it, but I'm making myself consciously aware of these things. Like one of the first things that when you watch the MarkOfJ, you're just entertained and you're not really focused on the things that go on in between every gunfight that he gets into or every engagement that he decides to do. You know, and the thing is, he's a master at decision making. I mean, that's why he averages like what 50 kills and 2 deaths per team deathmatch usually. So, the thing is, I decided to watch this in as well, and the thing is, I was also always amazed by the man's accuracy. The man's always been very, very accurate, and as of lately, he's been even more accurate. It's absolutely insane. Every single time I look at his combat record, what I look for is accuracy on weapons, and my accuracy numbers have gotten better over the years, and I'm very, very proud of that, but I have to say that I can't compete with his numbers, at least not too much. If my numbers are in the low 20s, depending on whatever flavor of weapon, his are going to be in the high 20s. So if I'm averaging, let's say, 24% accuracy with the Kuda, he's going to average 28 or 29. And with ARs, it's more or less the same thing. So, and that's something that's very impressive, especially when you're on a certain level. And things like that are what really impressive. You know, accuracy is one, decision making is another. Obviously, when I'm at low health, I no longer push engagements, at least not all the time. And with accuracy, going back to accuracy real quick, sometimes you'll see it, sometimes you won't in this gameplay and in the next few that you'll see that I've been posting, that I'm going to post, excuse me. You will notice, because I'm trying to unlearn what I've learned. In other words, when I would aim at somebody, I would usually aim to the upper chest or even the middle part of the chest naturally. And for the most part, it served me well, but I've noticed that MarkOfJ usually aims center mass, and we're talking anywhere from the waist to the lower chest, unless, you know, he's trying to get somebody behind a head glitch or something of that nature. But usually, when I noticed by watching the stream that, and the replay of the stream as well, I noticed that he typically aims for the very center of the body, just or you can say above the groin level. And when that happens, and when I get into it, man, I can go on some tears and I can light up some feeds, and it's and I'm still having trouble with it, simply because I've been used to aiming a little bit differently for years now. So unlearning your habits like that is easier said than done. It takes a lot of repetition. So I'm really looking forward to that, and you know, and that's it as far as the MarkOfJ is concerned. And you know, the other thing is going back to Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Obviously, it's gonna be released. I guess if the leak is true, that it's gonna be released in April, which is kind of weird. I kind of believe it. I kind of don't. I believe that I mean, I'm actually surprised that Activision is not like promoting the hell out of it. And supposedly it's going to be like its own price. It's not going to come with the Treyarch game. It's not going to come with Black Ops 4. So supposedly, this could all be fake, but at the same time, it's everybody's saying that it's pretty much confirmed since it was a leak because it was on an Italian Amazon page or whatnot. So if it is true and if it is going to happen, then so be it. And here's another decision right there. You see that? Like, instead of going back, I noticed I got shot by that guy, and I usually turn around and kind of try to surprise them by getting in their face, and half the time it works, half the time it doesn't. But this time I decided to hold back, and that's one of the things that I've kind of been doing, is trying to be a little bit more patient. I'm not going to say I'm going to turn into a camper, because that sure as hell isn't going to happen. But in terms of rushing and my jump shot and everything, and my jump shot I think is also one of my bigger improvements overall. So, but going back to Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, it's kind of a mixed bag. The thing is, the only way I could be interested in a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is if they announce that the game is going to be the patched version that it was always meant to be. In other words, no one-man army noob tubes and some of the other BS that's in the game. I don't remember. But even with that being said, and even if the game does get quote-unquote patched, right? Or even if the game is released with, like this, when it's supposedly when there's less BS, don't forget the Spaz 12 and secondary shotguns are an absolute pain in the ass. Trust me, especially with the distance. And with this game, even with this game where shotguns aren't, even though they're good, they're not as good as they were in Modern Warfare 2, like with the Spaz 12, for instance. I'm telling you. And also the Model 1887s I heard was pretty ridiculous. Dual Model 1887s, I believe. So a lot of people that have played Modern Warfare 2 back in its day also say that it's going to get stale pretty quick, and it probably will. And it's going to be even worse if it's not patched. Well, I hate to say the word patched, it's going to be a new release. If it doesn't play the way it's supposed to, quote unquote, it's still going to get stale pretty quick, and there's still going to be a lot of BS. But I think a lot of people are still going to be into it. I think the only way that this is true, and the only way that makes sense from a business standpoint, in my humble opinion, is that World War II's numbers are doing so bad right now that they got to get this out and they got to release this. And it is going to be, if it's true about the April release, it's going to be right in between World War II's release and Black Ops 4 release. So that makes sense there too. And that's pretty much all I have to say about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered right now. And now on to the personal stuff. As it's been almost, as of Mom got surgery on last Tuesday. So it's been over a week now. And she's been home since, actually, when did she have surgery? Yeah, she had surgery last Tuesday. And she's been home since Monday. And today is Friday. So, and she's in recovery, and the surgery went well. The surgeon is absolutely amazing. We're so lucky and blessed to have him. But recovery is a pain, and a serious pain at that. She's been through quite a lot, but it is just so painful, and it's pretty ridiculous. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't been posting, because my motivation's kind of been down, and my time has been pretty much taken on attending to her and taking care of the in-betweens, and then at the same time being a little unmotivated and yes, even depressed, because it's really, really hard when you see somebody that you care for and that you love going through that much pain, especially when they've been through so much already, and with all the differences and the changes and everything in between. And me personally, I'm scared to death of hospitals and medical procedures and all that, and being in and out of hospitals, especially for the last 6 months, has been really hard on me as well. So yeah, the thing is, she's in recovery. Everything went well, but recovery right now is gonna take a long time, and I'm trying to see if I can get her into rehab for like a couple weeks, because I need to be here all the time. I can't leave her at home alone. And if I'm able to get her into rehab, then I'll be able to go back to work sometime, hopefully by next Wednesday. Then if not, I'm going to be at home until she gets better, to a point to where I can leave her at home alone while I'm at work, and to get back on that. So So that's pretty much what's been going on with me. And yes, that does leave me time to play Call of Duty when I'm not attending to her when she's sleeping, because she's been doing a lot of that, and that's completely normal after an open heart procedure, and with the pain as well that comes with it. And so in between, I've got a lot of time to play Call of Duty, sure, and I can post videos in between, yes, but in terms of streaming, it's inconsistent. It'll be inconsistent in terms of streaming, so I don't think I'm going to stream unless I decide to stream late at night and through the morning, which could be a definite possibility simply because of the fact that, well, my sleep schedule is all weird and sometimes I just can't sleep, which I'm sure you guys can understand why by this point. So that's pretty much what's been going on. But everything in terms of the procedure and everything went very, very well. The first couple of days after the surgery were kind of scary because she wasn't recovering quite like they would hope. But then after about those 2 days, literally every 12 hours, that woman was making stride after stride after stride, and it was thank God, and big shout out to everybody that's in the medical field. I have nothing but total respect for you and absolute love for you guys, and I've been learning. I'm basically like a stay-at-home nurse right now. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for this one. I hope you guys see this video because YouTube's been kind of funny with videos lately. I posted one a few days ago and it barely got any views. So I hope you guys are getting the videos. But anyway, that's what's been going on, and I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of insight on that. And as always, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary. And if you did, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better. I'll catch you guys on the next one.